Squirm Squad, time to climb this building.
Yeah.
Do we have to do we have to do 59 floors all by foot?
No.
You know, it just.
Also, why am I speaking? I'm dead.
Yeah, I know. It just won't.
Yeah.
No. Don't worry, Dom. Don't worry, Dom. You're with us in spirit.
Oh, I get it. It's like Ghost Dome, like
Yes.
in Divisia Bridge.
Yeah, of course.
So, if they've turned Lambent here in the refinery, you know, it really does look like the emotions.
Oh boy.
But hold on, we've been exposed to emotion too.
That's actually
Not as much as
point.
they were. They refined the stuff here.
It's okay. Basically, if it's minimal, it's.
Oh,
Sir, why do you keep running around in circles?
so it's an equivalent to basically radiations, I guess. Uranium in a poor primal state is not as deadly as it's refined.
Sir, question, why are you running around in circles just then?
Because
we're circling around a hole.
it gives me something to do while the elevator is going. Okay.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing, General Jova. There wasn't a hole there before and he was still running around.
Okay.
Well, he's got to do something
Private.
to work off
Okay.
the
The
grief
ranks
from
are
losing.
still going.
Okay.
Oh, he's got to do something to work off the grief.
Okay, first of all, Private, I'm the commanding officer here, and second, it's not General, it's Sergeant. I'm Sergeant Marcus Phoenix.
Okay then, Sergeant Marks. Yeah.
Hello? Anybody out there looking to kill us?
Pretty sure they're not, Joe. Remember.
Come on and take your best shot. Look, I'm waving this white flag. Oh, wait, shit, that's a flag to surrender. Fuck.
Again. You gotta
I'm pretty
wonder.
sure the Locusts don't understand the concept of surrendering.
You gotta wonder how the rest of the Delta Squad are gonna react when they find out that Dom's kind of bit the dust.
Well, most of them I've actually seen it. I don't think.
Well, remember too, Baird and Cole don't know yet.
Oh,
So,
true.
And knowing how
now-
emotional Cole can be.
And now we have to work for.
well, don't worry, Joe, but by this point Cole has matured and he's gonna take it fairly well, fortunately. Considering the circumstances, of course.
Well, yeah, we got to.
Get in there.
Even Marcus had to, not brush it off,
Wait,
but
seriously?
work with it.
Oh, okay.
Remember, Jova, technically Cole only became a part of the squad during Gears 1, so he hasn't actually known Marcus, Baird, and Dom for as much as those three have known each other.
Oh, a cleaver. Also, for a second I thought we were going to use their lancers to actually cut the barbed wire, which is like, no, why would you do that? But thankfully we just pulled it away.
Yeah.
Also, you can actually use a cleaver as a weapon. Didn't knew that.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, you can.
Well, I'm guessing since it's more hand-to-hand combat, the range is pathetic.
Well, yeah, when it comes to melee combat in this game, I just prefer to use the Lancer because the Lancer is by far the coolest melee attack in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's not necessarily the best, but it's the coolest, so...
True. I mean, not much beats getting to literally saw your enemies down any which way you want.
Exactly.
Again, I actually commend whoever in the original team actually designed the Lancer as a weapon. It combines the idea of a bayonet rifle, simple rifle with a bayonet, with a chainsaw, which, when you really think about it, it's actually a simple concept. It just hadn't been done before. But it became instantly recognizable and a very iconic weapon in entire video game history, mind you, not just for, say, the franchise itself or Microsoft IPs of their own. When you think about gaming iconic weapons, the Lancer is one of the first that pop up, especially for the modern era.
Mm-hmm. Also, oh goody, more Lambent humans.
Yep.
Just like, for example, the proper, oh god, I forgot what the proper name, so Halo fans are gonna kill me. The energy hand-to-hand combat weapon that the Halo characters used, which has a particular shape.
You talk about the sword.
I think it's considered a sword. Basically, Jova, it's similar to the Factotum in Mass Effect. Mass Effect pretty much ripped that off. It's basically this purple, or violet, if you want to call it, like tear-shaped blade that you activate on your wrist, and it's like an energy thing that you stick other characters with.
Oh, I know what it looks like.
I'll actually check it in the meantime. I mean, just to not piss off the Halo fandom.
Tio, the Halo fandom's pretty pissed off with Microsoft anyway, so I think
exactly. I actually don't want to give them more excuse.
Oh, that reminds me.
We're trying to be better than Microsoft Wibs, and Lord knows. But what are we talking about, guys? Microsoft's totally gonna win back the crowd with Halo Infinite, which may be a reboot, or maybe a sequel, or maybe a slight prequel/sequel.
Or at the moment, right now.
Microsoft themselves don't seem to know.
Keep in mind, judging by the review or probably how this will be made public, by the time we make this particular part public, Microsoft may have released one of its conference where they talk about their first-party stuff.
Let's pray they do, because we have heard barely a lick about Halo Infinite since its first debut.
That's because, Jove, it's been having a lot of development issues. It's recently been told to us by an insider source. Again, this is not 100% confirmed, of course.
Yeah,
but
they changed the directors a couple of times.
But the fact that they've lost a producer and a game and the project director, that it's not that hard to believe that insider source, to be honest.
Doesn't help that the news, at least around the first time around surrounding the game, were very confusing, because at first they were like, oh, it's much more multiplayer focused, so the single player experience will take a step back. Then we were like, no, the single player has this big open world area where you go around it. Then we're like, no, it's more like a traditional Halo game. So I can imagine people at this point are very, very confused.
And not just
I
that.
swear, it is literally baffling to see Microsoft mistreat the equivalents to not only their Mario, but the equivalent to their Legend of Zelda, that being Gears. By the way, I love that. Oh, by the way, I love that little thing where you get a bloody Gears symbol at times.
It's this game's equivalent of the black and white screen that you see in Call of Duty and Uncharted when you're almost getting killed and shit.
Yeah, there you go. I found the weapon, Joe. You were almost right. It's the energies.
Yep.
It's a Covenant main weapon.
It's mostly because right now 343 is under the tremendous amount of pressure, because after Halo 4 and 5 underwhelming, to put it the least, they have to get this one knock it completely out of the park. This Halo has to be amazing, otherwise Halo might just die.
Especially because Microsoft seems to be railroading it to be, still be on the Play Everywhere initiative. They're still pumping it as one of the main titles for the Xbox Series X for the launch. Oh jeez.
Mm-hmm. Oh snap.
That bitch is definitely following us.
Hey, Queenie.
Yes.
It's kind of similar to what Nintendo's going through right now with Metroid Prime 4, where after Other M, Prime 4 needs to be amazing to definitively make people forget that Other M happened.
Okay, now to Nintendo's credit, they've already sort of started the journey with the very well received remake. Yeah, Samus Returns. Like, hell, even I love that game. Granted,
honestly, as someone who has actually played the Mercury Steam's previous games, mainly the Castlevania Lords of Shadow reboot, I always thought that they were a good choice to do a Metroid game, and Samus Returns pretty much confirms it. If the 3DS had a couple more years in its life, I wouldn't be surprised if they chose to do like a fusion, similar remake, or an entire new 2D Metroid game.
Yeah,
I can only hope Nintendo works with them again in the future.
I agree. Samus Returns was such an amazing remake. It does what a remake should do. Follows a similar plot structure, but adds in a lot of new content, including a very surprising but very welcome new final boss.
Yeah, honestly, it's pretty much now the de facto version of Metroid 2 to me. No mods, no hacks withstanding. Yes, babes?
At this point, I'm just gonna wait for a possible Switch release of that game.
Of what?
Samus Returns. I actually still haven't played it completely myself, so I don't remember how the double screen of a 3DS is utilized. So I don't know if there's too much tinkering to be done for a Switch release.
if I recall correctly, it's mainly used for map and item organization.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm
So it's not
recalling
too
correctly.
far-fetched, I suppose.
It's definitely portable.
And it would be a good, a good release to let the time pass between the release of, before the release of Metroid Prime 4.
Especially if those rumors about us getting those Metroid Prime compilations on the Switch are true. So,
it also doesn't help that already with the ending of Metroid Prime 3, but also reinforced by the ending of the Federation Force, Nintendo now seems to be teasing something in terms of plot-related media for Metroid Prime 4 that it's slightly unconventional for Metroid storytelling, because
story finally taking place after Fusion in the timeline?
That too, but remember, Jova, we have no idea who really Psylocke is, who is working for him, what's his agenda, and yet he's stalking Samus and supposedly has got a baby Metroid for himself.
Calling it now, Silas is actually a humanoid clone of Ridley.
How many do they have? When again, the Federation in the Metroid universe is composed by a bunch of idiots, so what the fuck do I know?
Well, Tia, what are you saying? Of course it's a good idea to clone the most deadly pirate space dragon whatsoever.
Did Samus turned out the way she is?
Oh, we have partly Adam to thank for that.
And the manga, I suppose. I don't know if the manga is canon or not.
Wasn't Adam the guy that kept having to authorize weapons?
Yeah.
Yes.
Supposedly, boy, in the past, he has been also, Samus' trainer, which had its own kind of worms.
He's a lot better in Fusion.
Well, it's not even him, Jova, technically. It's just a computer with its memories.
Exactly. Gio, are you saying that wasn't the better version of it?
No, I'm saying that it's not him. It's different.
Semantics, but okay.
Oh, it's like
Hashtag clones are people.
So is it like in Spider-Man Far From Home where Nick Fury wasn't Nick Fury?
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. But Tio, not only did the Federation Force think it was a good idea to clone Ridley, they also thought it was a good idea to clone Mother Flipping Brain
into a human body, because that makes sense.
I thought you were going to say Mother Nature.
No.
How can Mother Nature exist in space?
Well, first of all, that's an idea, whatever. Second, it's how the Metroid universe lore works, in a sense that the Federation uses these units, brain-like units, as giant AI supercomputers to monitor their entire colonies and systems all over the place, mixed a bit with Chozo technology, because of course. It's just that Mother Brain is one that actually went rogue multiple times.
Yep. So, this is such a cheerful day. We have Lambents, Lambent humans, and now the flipping queen of the Locusts after us as well.
Yes.
How can this get any worse?
Well, one of our members could die. Oh, right.
Already happened. I'm pretty sure we want to at least wait before axing another one off. Also, lots of buildings on fire. Also, Marcus, why are you destroying furniture? It's unnecessary.
No. Don't you see? Marcus is like a Cloud, but breaking open the boxes to try and find his mum's ashes.
Sure, let's go with that.
In this case, Marcus is
he's trying to find the comic book copies in order to understand better the lore.
I was gonna say he's been trying to find his. He's been trying to find his wife, who apparently hid in the sofa. She never said which one.
Well, his future wife is right here with us in the squad. So
he found his wife.
I know. She literally just went by him right now. So.
No. She hid under the sofa like a coward.
No, however, unfortunately, I have the sad news to you that in between 3 and 4, Anya dies off screen.
Oh boy, that's my favorite. I think I'm always kind of pissed off at that trope, even if it's a good film / game.
No, considering how Ori is a huge time skip, I'm pretty sure an event like this was to be expected. I guess.
Not off screen though.
Okay. If it's something like Old Age, I'm fine. Or
goddamn fuel. We're done. You're done? They're fucking dead. My people are
well,
all
they
dead.
were
It's
mutated.
the strikes, the grubs, the whole damn war, and then you show up and I lose fucking everybody. You're fucking cod bad.
Oh, that's projecting.
Everything you do, it's always nothing but death, pain, and miseries. You piece of shit motherfucker.
It's miseries.
Oh.
Brother, all right? You hear that? My brother.
Yeah.
You and your tower and all this fucking emotion can go to hell.
Yeah, he's actually being nice, so keep that in mind, mister.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't fire back. Hey man, that's one person compared to like 50.
Considering he is the status, Marcus could have just literally cut him on the spot with a lancer. If he wanted.
That's
Just
a nice
fuck
goodbye.
you.
Come on, let's get this fuel to the truck. We've got a submarine to find.
Yeah. Alright.
Okay, Pedro, don't give me direct spoilers or anything, but do 4 and 5 have more than that one off-screen death, like you mentioned earlier?
No. Well,
seems to be as specific
no, not
as
really,
the
no.
other.
Okay.
Just
Not
as
really.
predictable.
There's a big death in 5, but it happens. The game makes sure you see it. I can tell you that.
Now,
Oh,
whether or not you
great.
like that death is up to you.
Okay,
Okay,
who are these
okay.
Monster Hunter rejects?
Well, I mean, it's on screen, so...
Well, it depends, Dwebs. But whatever, we can talk about that when we get to it.
Oh, snap.
Coming through!
I'm still alive!
Not
No, you're
anymore.
not. Now we just have to find the submarine hangar.
Alright, should be relatively easy, hopefully.
Pass
It's
them
right-
down
it's
the
right.
hatches.
It's right in front of us.
Well, maybe
Yeah,
inside the
we
building.
found- Well, yeah, there's the hangar, we found it, it's right there.
Are you sure that's the right one, though? Remember,
Oops, that's the kind of logic where when a person uses when he has a text, a questionnaire, but it's like a triangle with its border actually crossed with an A, B, and an X. It says to find X, and you literally circle the X and say right here.
Well, hey, it didn't tell us how to find it, just say find it.
It's like in Deadly Premonition, where if you observe the fuse boxes that are right next to the generator, the York will go, it looks like there's all this probably has to do with the electricity. There should be a generator somewhere, and the generator is literally right next to the place you are, you know. So it's like, so maybe it's like that, I guess.
It's kind of like also that screenshot, out of context screenshot from Silent Hill 1, where the protagonist is examining, a dog's house, and the attack dog is literally right next to him, right to attack him, but the game pauses when you re-examine objects, and the protagonist is like, oh, it's a dog's house, its occupant is probably nowhere to be found.
All right, sir. I have spent the past few days trying to come up with a new plan, and I believe I've come up with a decent one.
And what is that?
Okay. Well, how are our ammo supplies right now?
Limited.
Well,
Yes.
right now we're fine enough, I guess.
Oh, you literally kicked him while he was down.
Okay, but pretty soon our ammo supplies are going to run low, right? But I have a new way of making sure that our ammo can sustain for a bit longer.
Well, it's not like the Locust fight fair either, so...
So my plan was to take the shells of the bullets we fire, melt the shells, and make new bullets out of them.
That's overcomplicated, and that's not how bullets work.
Besides, won't we pretty much be left with the same, if not less, amount of bullets that we started with?
And quantity for bullets, unfortunately, doesn't fix its quality.
Well, what else are we gonna do then?
We limit our ammo, use it conservingly, and pick whatever ammo we can up for the bad guy.
Also, a good way to pick out, use ammo conservatively is to find better cover, sneak in, when the enemies are not attacking, and then going, hand to hand.
Precisely.
But, I mean, that's the thing, though. What are we gonna do if we run out of ammo and we're in the middle of nowhere?
Well, we'll have to improvise.
Also,
Improvise with what?
Also, it does remind me of the entire gameplay change that Mass Effect 2 had from 1, where 1 had a perfectly good system with overheating weapons. I'll say later. Never mind.
But Lieutenant Joe.
If they had a perfectly good overheating system that actually worked without being too advantageous for you, but you didn't need to worry about potential ammo everywhere. But for someone at EA, well, with the Razor 2, because at that point EA had acquired the IP and BioWare, we decided, no, let's just make it like any other shooter and replace it with actual ammo clips. This in turn created a plot hole in the story because there was literally no need for do it. So in Mass Effect 3 we decided to have an explanation for it, and not only was a clumsy one, but it was relegated to be given by a joke character that Shepard basically insults in his face and say, yeah, that's a good excuse.
Was that the one played by Seth Green?
I don't remember because I don't know much about the English original dub. It's the Shepard super fanboy.
Anyway,
Seth Green. But yeah, that was kind of a shame about Mass Effect 2. Like, well, don't get me wrong, it was a good game, but it kind of threw out the baby with the bathwater and changing stuff from Mass Effect 1.
It's still perfectly playable. It's just there's just that lack of consistency problem.
But Lieutenant Jova, do you know what happened to the last militia that tried just to use their wits in battle?
They got promoted.
We have their weapons.
By the time they were found, the wits that was all was left of them.
Well, aside from their weapons.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Aside from their weapons.
Well, yeah, the enemy, for some reason, after killing them, they didn't take their weapons for anything. It was really odd. What the hell is that thing?
Hey, you like centipedes? Here's a better one.
For fuck's sake.
Here's one that will cut you to ribbons if you
don't shoot my back!
Ow. Yeah, their jaws also are pretty sharp too.
Oh, no shit.
So you need to hit the body, that's the weak point?
Yeah, also their blood is full of electrical substance that will shock you.
That seems to be still emotion, though.
Not quite. Emotion sticks around. See how that one actually disappears?
Oh.
Yeah, I know. It's weird that they gave it a similar color to the emotion.
It seems to be a lighter shade, more leaning towards white, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
Basically, you touch this one, you'll get shocked. So, yeah.
Well, emotion is a pretty consistent piece yellow.
Yep, and the more you get exposed to emotion, well, we've seen what happens to those poor unfortunate souls.
No, and I certainly don't want to find out one of these things mutated by emotion. Jesus Christ.
Boy, that would suck now, wouldn't it?
For fuck's sake.
Well, I mean, hey, for all we know, maybe you might come across a monster that might end up getting screwed over by being mutated by emotion.
Oh, you mean like the Brewmark that we mutated in the second game?
I think what Dizzie is saying, where a monster where the mutation works for its disadvantage, like it makes it weaker or something.
I mean, I
know
guess
that technically speaking, the final boss of Gears 2 was weaker, technically. We just needed 3 hits from the Emerald Dawn and that was it.
Not only that, but it's sort of like, oh.
Well, we found the hangar. There's that.
all too easy, which probably means bon voyage.
I christen the SS Gears.
Submarine.
Yeah, and she's still in one piece.
Don't say that!
Man, is that it? I thought we had subs the length of a thrash ball field.
Shut up. Go back when you have a character.
A small one's gonna be a lot easier to sneak into
Oh.
a Zerg. You see? Size ain't everything.
Huh.
True. I mean, hell, sometimes a submarine being too big can make it easier for the enemy to hit us.
Don't you
Yeah.
mind Dizzie none, sweetheart. Just gonna look you over and see what kind of shape you're
And then the submarine supports, and then the submarine supports snap, and the submarine falls and kills this guy in the fall.
That would suck.
Although, funnily enough, there's a game, I can't remember its name, but you can kill Hitler by having a submarine or a boat drop on him.
Wolfenstein?
Time to look for the good
No, it was another
Sniper
game.
Elite.
Yeah, I think it was that, yeah.
Sniper Elite consistently has a mission where you have to kill it in creative ways.
Huh.
So
Interesting.
great. We need to find parts.
Oh, you can kill him by shooting his nut.
Well, you can kill any enemy. I think even from I don't know if it's from the first game, but at least from the second by shooting their testicles.
Alright. Okay, so join us for the next Gears part where we try and find out more in this hangar or whatever
Well,
it's
we need to
called.
find the parts for the submarine. Like we
Yeah,
said.
so we'll see you then.
Yeah.
Okay.